Erik Ten Hag's position as Manchester United manager is under scrutiny, and while an FA Cup triumph could bolster his standing, it might not be enough to secure his long-term future at the club by itself. Success in cup competitions is always valued, but Manchester United's board and fans typically measure the manager's performance by broader criteria, including league performance, progress in European competitions, and overall team development. Here are some key points to consider. League performance. The Premier League is a significant barometer of success for any Manchester United manager. Consistently high finishes and a competitive challenge for the title are often expected. If Ten Hag's team finishes well in the league and shows progress compared to previous seasons, it would strengthen his case. European competitions. Performance in the Champions League or Europa League is also critical. Success or at least strong performances in these competitions indicate the team's capability on the international stage. Team development and style of play. The board and fans will also look at how the team is developing under Ten Hag. Are young players improving? Is there a clear and attractive style of play? Is the team showing resilience and progress? Cup competitions. Winning the FA Cup would certainly be a positive achievement and could provide a morale boost for the team and fans. It demonstrates the ability to win knockout matches and can be a sign of tactical acumen and team spirit. Expectations and comparisons. Expectations at Manchester United are always high. Comparisons to previous managers and their achievements will be made. Ten Hag will be evaluated not just on his own merits but against the backdrop of Manchester United's rich history and the achievements of managers like Sir Alex Ferguson. Erik Ten Hag's future at Manchester United appears to be uncertain despite the recent FA Cup triumph. His ambiguous response to questions about his future, coupled with his body language and interactions during the celebrations, suggests that there may be more to the story. Ambiguous statements. Ten Hag's, "I don't know," when asked about his future is a notable departure from the usual confidence managers express in their positions, especially after a significant victory. Body language. His actions during the celebrations, cradling the trophy, patting the club crest, and waving to fans, were interpreted by some as farewell gestures rather than purely celebratory ones. Player interactions. The individual embraces with his players appeared more like expressions of gratitude and consolation rather than the exuberant celebrations expected after such a win. His specific chats with injured players like Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw had a reassuring tone, possibly indicating a sense of finality or impending change. Interaction with ownership. The interaction with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, United's minority owner, was described as businesslike rather than warm, which could hint at underlying tensions or unresolved issues regarding Ten Hag's future. Context and speculation. Months of speculation. The narrative around Ten Hag's potential replacement has been circulating for some time. This context suggests that despite the recent success, there might be larger strategic decisions at play within the club's management. Managerial expectations. At a club like Manchester United, success in domestic cup competitions is important, but the primary measure of a manager's success often includes league performance and progress in European competitions. If the club's hierarchy feels these areas are lacking, they might still consider a managerial change despite the FA Cup win. Club politics and dynamics. The interactions with the ownership and the manner of the celebrations could indicate complex dynamics behind the scenes. Management decisions at top clubs are often influenced by a range of factors, including long-term strategic visions, relationships with key stakeholders, and future planning. FA Cup victory. Beating Manchester City in the FA Cup final is a significant achievement, particularly as it was delivered by goals from two of United's teenage stars. In summary, while an FA Cup triumph would be a notable achievement for Erik Ten Hag and could provide some breathing room, it is unlikely to be the sole factor in determining his long-term future at Manchester United. While Erik Ten Hag's FA Cup victory is a remarkable achievement, it may not suffice to save his job at Manchester United. The combination of poor league performance, early Champions League exit, inconsistent displays, and the impending review by the new minority owners creates a challenging environment for him. If the club decides to part ways with Ten Hag, it will likely be based on a comprehensive evaluation of his overall impact in the team's progress, rather than a single cup triumph.